Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at the ATactical A1 flashlight. And you might have seen quite a few reviews on this guy, and that's because ATactical took a page from ThruNite. As you guys can see right here, it says technical support by ThruNite, and basically sent out quite a few of these lights out there to my fellow YouTubers so we can check them out, review them, carry them, and then show them off to you guys in case you are interested in picking one up. This particular light has a really cool feature that I had actually not seen in another flashlight before. So when ATactical contacted me and asked me about being interested in checking it out, I was pretty excited. So it does come in your typical cardboard box here. And then in the back, it denotes which model is inside the box. So as you guys can see, it's A1 is checked off, but they also have an A1S model. And I believe the main difference is the A1S has higher outputs. So let's go ahead and open up the box so we can take a look at what's inside. Right on top, you have your user manual. And as always, I do recommend that you kind of read through it because it does give you some pretty good information as far as runtime and outputs and things like that. So they make it pretty easy to follow. So you have a couple of spare O-rings right on top there. And then you also have a micro USB to standard USB charging cable. And that is because this light comes with an 18650 rechargeable battery, so they do supply the cable so you can go ahead and recharge that. And then you have the flashlight itself. So, one of the first things that struck me about this light is that I think ATactical did a really good job at pretty much checking off all the boxes of the things that I would personally want in an EDC flashlight. Now, this is what I would consider a larger EDC flashlight, but for the most part, I've been kind of favoring this size of light as far as my main EDC carry flashlight. I think you get a lot of features and you get a lot of output from lights of this size. So I really don't mind the kind of slightly larger size of these type of flashlights. As far as the body goes, this is hard anodized aluminum, so it is going to be very lightweight, but it is very, very sturdy. You have some nice functional knurling right in the body right here in the tail cap, and then you have a really functional pocket clip. It's nice and sturdy. It keeps the light secure, and enough of the light is sticking out from your pocket that you can just go ahead and grab that knurling part and stick it out or pull it out, and you're good to go. So on the back right here, you have a couple sections where you can attach a lanyard to, and then you have your rubberized tail cap switch. This is what you're going to use to turn the light on and off. And then you also have a dedicated side switch right here to kind of switch to the different modes. Again, as I already mentioned, I do like the fact that ATactical has, for me, checked off a lot of the boxes of the things I like. I like the two switches, so I like the one on the side to kind of switch to the modes, and then I want the one dedicated in the back to turn the light on and off. So as I mentioned, it comes with an 18650 rechargeable battery. Let me go ahead and show that to you guys. All right. And this is a 3.7 volt, 2600 milliamp, ATactical branded USB rechargeable battery. Now, the really cool feature is that this battery is actually able to be recharged directly on the battery itself. So that's where your micro USB to USB cable comes into play. Basically, in this little section right at the top, you just plug in the micro USB, and then the other side, you just plug it into a computer or a power bank, or if you have a power brick that you use to charge your cell phone, you can go ahead and plug it in there and then charge up your battery right away. Now, what I would recommend is that if you're the type of person that kind of goes through a lot of batteries, maybe picking up another one of these, so that way when this one is charging, you can go ahead and drop one in there and you are not left without being able to use your flashlight. Now, the cool thing about being able to charge the battery this way is that other type of rechargeable 18650 batteries, you would normally have to take it out of the flashlight, put it onto a charger, and again, if you don't have another light, or I'm sorry, another battery, then you're left without a flashlight. Or there are other flashlights that are able to recharge the battery directly inside of the flashlight via a USB port that would normally be located on the side of the flashlight. But again, you're left without your light. It's out of commission because you have to plug it in to charge. So again, I would probably recommend picking another one of these up. That way you can always have your flashlight at the ready. While you're charging one battery, you can have the fresh one in there. So I thought that was a really, really awesome feature that I had never seen in any other lights. So as far as the different modes of the flashlight, again, you have your tail cap switch right here, and this is basically it'll do either momentary on, so that means if you just want some quick light, you can just lightly press the tail cap there and you'll get your light, or if you want the constant on, you can go ahead and click it on and that will turn on constant. So let's go ahead and run through a couple of the different modes here so you guys can take a look at those. So the first one is going to be low for 10 lumens, and then using your side switch right here, you'll scroll through the different modes. So again, low, 10 lumens, medium, 63 lumens, high, 200 lumens, and turbo, 550 lumens. So that's going to be the maximum output of the light, 550 lumens. But I think for the most part, 550 lumens is more than enough that you would need for the majority of EDC tasks. And also with all the other modes, 10, 63, and 200 are, you have a really good range in between the different modes to be able to use them for different things that you might need. Besides that, again, you have lower right back there. You have an SOS function that you would get to by cycling through the modes pretty quickly. So again, low, medium, high, turbo, and then you'll go into SOS. So again, SOS, make sure you keep in mind that if you do want to get there, you have to cycle through the modes quickly, because if you stop for a couple seconds, it'll actually default right back to low. And then besides that, you also have a strobe feature, which you can reach by, in any of the modes, you can just press and hold the selector switch on the side here, and that'll take you right into your strobe mode. And then once you're done, you can just go ahead and press it, and it'll go back to whatever the mode that you were on when you turned it on it was. And then again, cycle will go up to medium. If you turn off the flashlight and you wait a couple seconds, it does have a memory, so it will come on in whatever the last mode that you were using it on, which again, it was medium for me. Let me go ahead and turn this light back on. So as you guys can see, this is a very versatile flashlight. You get a lot of different modes. It's a nice size, perfect for EDC usage. So again, I think ATactical did a really, really good job with this model, especially in checking off a lot of those boxes of the things that I would personally, and I think for the most part, a lot of people would personally want to see in their flashlights. And I think the one of the best things is that you get all those things. So you get all the different modes, all the different features. You get your rechargeable USB battery. You get your your charging cable, and it comes in a package that is at $19.99. So for $20, I think this is a great flashlight. If you've been on the fence about this guy, maybe you've seen some of the other reviews, but you don't really know, I would definitely recommend you pick one up for 20 bucks. It's a great light. Also, if you're the type of person that wants to transition into a light of this size, this is probably going to be a great entry-level size. Again, it maxes out at 550 lumens. I do believe the A1S is going to be more in the 1,000 range. So if you want, that's also an option. But I think, again, for the most part, the A1 for $20 with everything that you get, and all the different accessories already included, is definitely a really good buy. Now, as always, by way of comparison, I like to bring in another flashlight that you might be familiar with, and that's this one here. This is my ThruNite TC12. I've actually been carrying this guy off and on for the most part ever since I started reviewing it. And again, I either carry this guy on my person or in my EDC bag, and if it's not this one, it's the TC12 V2. But as far as size goes, these are going to be very, very similar in size. I think the A1 is just a tad bit smaller, but overall they are very, very similar as far as the sides and the different modes and features and how you get to them and stuff like that. So that's just a size comparison there. So one other thing that I did want to touch on, and that's because ATactical actually asked me to mention this in the video, is that they are in the process of changing their name to from ATactical to WowTac. So if you guys see that particular name out there, just know that it's the same company. It's still the ATactical company. They just changed the name to WowTac. So because of the way that the branding is on this flashlight, I wanted to keep it as ATactical A1. But, in the future, you might start seeing that brand name WowTac. It's the same. It's these guys here. So there it is. That is the ATactical A1 flashlight. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.